right, man. What's good this morning? Bob Arum's a piece of shit. Start this conversation off right today, man. Woo-wee, man. Woo-wee, what a piece of shit. Man, I'm telling you, dog, I ain't got no time for nobody to fucks with Bob Arum, dog. None. How the fuck you fuck with somebody that will do the shit that this nigga does, and everybody fucking knows he does the shit that he does, but y'all still fuck with that dude? That shit is fucking ridiculous, dog. Stephen Lamont Hawkins said, bonjour, brother Martin, a.k.a. the GOAT. What's good with you, sir? How you feeling, man? You guys see the beard is back, right? Told you, it don't take long, man. The beard was going to be back, man. Adrian in the building. What's going on, Fi? What happening with you, dog? Orenthal Smith in the building. What's going on? How you feeling, man? Neely Fuller Jr. in the building. What's good, man? How you feeling, sir? Let me moderate you, dog. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to trust you, Neely. After all that drama yesterday, I'm going to trust you. Hold on 1 second. We're going to start with this Bob Arum shit, though. And then we're going to move to Errol, Spence and them. Where Neely at? Oh, yeah, you already wrenched up, Neely. What am I talking about, nigga? You wrenched up. Hold on, man. Neely's wrenched up, dog. When you a wrench, it's just a disagreement, dog. I'm sorry, Neely. I don't look at this thing long enough to know that you wrenched up. Sorry about all the drama. You a made man. I didn't know. You got to handle your business, dog. Sorry about that. I thought you was... sorry, man. I didn't realize... I didn't look enough over here to see that you had a wrench. I give wrenches a lot of freedom, dog. They got to do their jobs, man. Eric Brooks said, Ennis is extremely good, very, very sharp, skill level very good and high, but slowly climb up. Don't ask Spence for so early fight. The lower guys try first. Why? He can ask. He ain't getting it. Errol Spence already got 2 other fights, dog, and I'm telling you, ain't nobody more ready for Errol Spence than fucking Jaron Ennis is. Okay? So you can look at it that way. I look at it this way. I don't know anybody else Errol Spence should fight other than him. Really. Like, he's better than Ugas. He's better than Crawford. I'm just, for real, dog, I ain't got to see a lot. But, go knock, but since we know for sure that he's going to have to fight, since we know for sure that he's going to have to wait at least 2 fights for that, no need to really trip too much. Because we're talking about the fight because those guys were clowning and laughing at each other, laughing with each other. But I'm going to tell you what, I think those guys understand. Hit the like button, man. We only got 35 likes, man. We only got 90 people in the building. Come on, man. Hit the likes, man. Likes should be at 90, dog. I need to fuck with the algorithm. Hit the likes, man. Come on, man. 50. You got to get it to 88, man. Hit the door. Hit the like on the way in, man. Southern T Boxing. What's good, OG? I have to buy a passport. That's what's up. Southern T Boxing. I would have to buy a passport if I was Rob Brant. I was Rob Brant, I would be looking for a passport. For real. I would be buying Rosetta Stone and looking for a fucking passport, dog. And trying to see how I can get a fake passport wherever the fuck I gotta go. Okay? Because that motherfucker Bob Arum, oh no. If what he's accused of in this court case is true, dog, Bob Arum, man, you a bitch, dog. You a bitch, man. I'm gonna call you a bitch. Lawyer to lawyer, dog. You're a bitch, dog. Lawyer to lawyer, you're a bitch, man. That shit you were cute. If you did that shit to Rob Brant, dog, you are running a fucking racket, nigga. You are running a fucking racket. A slave machine racket. That is, hey, seriously, man, I read that shit. They put that shit up on Twitter. I retweeted it. I was disgusted by the accusations. Disgusted. Disgusted. It's worse than I've ever heard anybody. I've never heard anybody say Don King has done anything like that. Anything like that. That is terrible. what he did to Rob Brant, man. What he was involved with. And you can't tell me, dog, that ain't Bob Arum, dog. You can't tell me. That's why he got joined to that case, man. But we'll go over that in a minute, dog. Seriously, if any of you guys deal with any people that deal with Bob Arum, dog, you need to go find some fucking body else, man. That fuck job he did on that young boy Rob Brant, dog. That shit was just fucking economic assassination. He just assassinated that dude's career. Assassinated it. No doubt. If I'm reading the contract right, if what he said is true, Rob Brant would have been better off retiring than signing that contract. He'd have been better off retiring. I would have read that shit and I've been like, look, Rob, not the initial contract, but the contract that they signed in secret with the promoters. He signed 2 contracts. He came up with a separate agreement with the promoter and then struck a deal between the promotional companies. Struck a deal with a guy under his name, Greg Cohen or whatever it is, and then struck a deal with Greg Cohen Promotions. That is scummy, scummy, scummy. And Bob Arum entered into the contract with both of those entities. That is a violation of that fucking Ali Act, dog. That is a massive violation of the Ali Act. And it's fucking racketeering, dog. And that shit's racketeering. I'll bet you money that shit's racketeering. You can't pull no shit off like that without racketeering, dog. You can't pull no shit off like that without racketeering, dog. That's some RICO shit. I'm telling you, that's some RICO shit. Right there. Because oh no. That shit is, oh no. Telling you, dog. Yes, dog. Acting a fool again, dude. Let me tell you what he did, man. We got 126. Come on, man. Let's get the likes over 100, man. All right, so this is what he did. Rob Brant was signed to a promotional deal with a guy named Cohen. Cohen. Let me make sure of something. Cohen. Yes, it is. So, Rob Brant has a contract with a guy named Cohen. That I do believe, completely coincidentally, is a Jewish guy named Cohen. He strikes a deal with Cohen to promote him. Rob Brant then becomes aware that Top Rank wants to sign him. So Rob Brant, this is what Rob Brant is alleging. Rob Brant tells Greg Cohen, yeah, I'm interested in signing with Top Rank, but all the negotiations have to go through me. All the negotiations have to go through me. That's what he instructed his promoter to do. You know, the promoter they say works for you to get your fights. He tells the promoter, yeah, I want a deal with Top Rank, but you have to put all of it, all the communications through me. And then, yeah, we can do it. Presumably because Rob Brant isn't stupid. Sounds like something that ain't stupid. So, what does Rob Cohen do? What does Cohen do? Cohen goes to Bob Arum and negotiates a deal while Rob Brant is on his honeymoon and out of the country. When Rob Brant comes back from his vacation, Cohen says, we got an offer from Top Rank. It's take it or leave it. If you don't sign it now, they're going to pull it off the table. So Rob says, I have to talk to Top Rank directly. They ignore that. They go right to Top Rank while he's on vacation and then get a deal done and is presented to him in a do it now or it's off the table fashion. That's duress. That's duress. So anyway, he gets put up to this, take this shit now. That snitching shit, what's the snitching shit? Dog, it ain't snitching. This shit is his motherfucker getting sued. And he says, this is the deal. They have a promotional deal that Bob Arum, that I think, that Rob Brant signs. And then there is a, what is it called? An assignment, whatever. But they having a deal with and tell Greg Bryant that Cohen is going to get 11%. Is going to get 11% out of his purse, right? Out of the value of his purse. Now, I don't know if that means they're going to pay it on top of, but it doesn't. It's going to mean more than likely that they're going to get it out of his purse, but it doesn't even matter. If they pay it off top, it's cost. It's cost, right? Bob Arum saying he's got all this cost. So let's talk about the cost he had with Rob Brant. The cost. So 11%, right? And that sounds bad. I'm not going to miss these super chats today. No, I'm not. Jerry Booker said, him and my manager did me dirty too a couple of decades ago. I got enough money to pay my corner and back to DC from Atlantic City. Yeah, dude. Dog. Much love in that super chat, and thank you for supporting. And Key Joe too. Much love in that super chat. So let's go on, dog. E-Love, what's up? You on your way? That's what's up, man. EJ Love said, I'm on my way to Austin. That's what's up, man. It's a great city. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Oh, you talking about another situation. That's what's up. Okay. You say Cohen just came home from fraud shit, right? All it said there was that he had a bad reputation. That's all it said. I didn't do the research on Cohen. I didn't need to know the only way that you can do this shit, nigga, is if you running some fucking mob shit. The fuck out of here, nigga. That's all that shit is. That sounds like some 1930s mob shit. Straight out of some 1930s mob shit, bro. What that contract is. You have to collude to do that, man. That dude works for Bob Arum, dog. That ain't no negotiation. Bob Arum got this is what it looks like to me. Bob Arum's got Top Rank, and then Bob Arum's got a bunch of other promoter minions that go out there and sign fighters to initial contracts. When they sign them to the initial contract, then if they're good enough, they'll get moved up to Top Rank. But when they get moved up to Top Rank, they get moved up with a shitload of debt so that they will never be able to make any money in the fucking fights. Especially if anybody has some shit like Rob Brant's deal, where in a deal that they did aside from Rob Brant's contract, Cohen struck a separate deal with Bob Arum that gave, listen to this, this is what they're accusing. They're saying that they agreed to give him 30% of the purse, $400,000 for any pay-per-view, surviving rights, so if Rob Brant loses and somebody beats him, they get the same interest in the next fighter. So they're going to have to put that in the fighter's contract that they're going to get a cut of that purse. Now, here's the thing. What if they're not taking the money out of the purse? What if they're not taking it out of the purse? What if the fighters are getting every penny that it says in their purse minus the 11%? Then where's the $400,000, the 30%? Where's all that money coming from? Where's all that money coming from? No, dog, that motherfucker is dirty as fuck. And to do that shit behind, now see, there's one aspect of it, which is you're doing it behind Rob Brant's back, right? You're doing it behind Rob Brant's back. All that money could have been given to Rob Brant. That's an extra $400,000 on a pay-per-view that could go to Rob Brant. That's an extra 30% of the total value of the purse that he could get. All of that going to somebody that virtually works for Bob Arum, which means Bob Arum is taking that shit all off the fucking top and keeping it in his organization. Because those guys running around signing them fights got to get paid by some fucking body. Man, get the fuck out of here, dog. Any of y'all support Bob Arum, dog? Y'all crooks too, nigga. That's some crooked. That's just some crook shit. That's some crooked shit. I would never do no shit like that, dog. That is bad faith negotiations. That is the definition of bad faith negotiations, where you are hiding a massive amount of material information from the guy and then giving him no time to sign. Come on, man. Come on, man. And y'all sit there and I got to sit there and talk to people and tell me what Bob Arum says? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm sick of that nigga, man. That shit is so over the top racist. Dude, Rob Brant, if you sign a contract like that, now I'm saying, but what if all that money comes out of his purse? I'm saying, like, imagine it doesn't come out of his purse, because there's two definitions when you say the value of the purse. The value of the purse could literally mean the money within the purse, or because he would say the equivalent value of the purse. He's talking about the actual purse. Because they would have said a percentage of the equivalent value of the purse. The equivalent value. Not the actual value that rides within the purse. That could be determined the actual money in the purse. The value of his purse, you're going to get 30% of the value of his purse off the top. Then, when we sign a check to him, we're going to take another 11% off and give it to you. And if he gets the pay-per-view, we're going to give you $400,000 out of his purse. And if he loses, we're going to give you the same deal with the next guy that beats him. What? And then what happens if that survives? So, hey, man, I gave you the value on the next guy. Yeah, no, you said it applies to the next guy, including the fact that it may survive to the guy that beats him. Dude, you could have a guy sitting there just collecting money off every fucking fighter that he shovels into them. Because as soon as they lose, that fighter don't get no more money, but that other promoter does. Come on, man. That's a fucking racket, nigga. That's a racket. And that, my friends, is what I said about neo-colonialism in the sport of boxing. That is exactly what that is. You are sucking everything out of that shit and taking it out and leaving the fighter with nothing but debt. You will be in debt doing that shit. You got to pay 30% off the top, then 11% out your purse, then 10%, whatever your manager's fee is. Where was your manager when this promoter's doing this shit? Where's the manager negotiating this? The manager's supposed to negotiate this. Where's the manager? Man, come on, man. Y'all motherfuckers need to stop stealing so fucking bad. Boxing can survive, dog. Ain't no way, nigga. That ain't nothing but stealing 50% of the value of the fucking purse off the top, funneling it off to some fucking body else that works for you. That shit is like what that lady said with Black Lives Matter, man. Southern T Boxing in that super chat. That's like that lady yesterday. If you follow me on Twitter, dude, I put that shit up there about what Black Lives Matter, that lady, Black Lives Matter lady, the co-founder of Black Lives Matter, how she bought, and I don't know, whatever, $3.5 million in houses, right? Dude, so only gets 50%. No, he gets less than 50% because he's got to pay state taxes and income tax. State tax, income tax. And I don't even think, no way he's getting 50% because he's also got to pay a promotional fee to Bob Arum. When I'm saying he's got to give 11% to the old promoter plus 30% to the old promoter, he's got another 30% he's got to give to Bob Arum, another 10% he's got to give to his manager, another 10% or 20% he got to give to his manager, and another 10% he's got to give to the trainer. The only thing that the fighter's doing in that scenario is getting punched in the fucking face. That's all he's doing, is running around getting punched in the face and going in debt. Why would you ever be a boxer in that scenario? They're killing the sport of boxing. That right there is meant to kill the sport of boxing. No fucking way, dude. You're draining those guys down to absolutely nothing. To nothing. From a lot to a nothing. And where's all the money coming from? All the money is coming from the network. It's coming from the network. So ESPN strikes a contract with Top Rank. Top Rank is involved in slave contracts. Well, dude, ESPN, you are dealing with slave contracts. Shame on you, ESPN. If somebody should boycott ESPN for dealing with that type of guy. You got fighters fighting on your network that are in slave contracts where you're funding the bill and the money's all going to Bob Arum and Bob Arum's cronies. ESPN cuts a check. Bob Arum gives his boy 30% off the top. 30% off the top goes right to his boy. Out of ESPN's check, 30% off the top. For Rob Brant. And guess what? He's fighting another top-ranked fighter. So what do you think the deal is there? He's getting the same deal on the other guy. That's why they want the in-house fights. That's why you can't have, that's why Bob don't like in-between fights. Because you're not going to get that same cut out of the PBC fighter. You're not going to get that same cut. Hey, man, hit the like button, man. We had 236 people, man. Y'all can hit the like button. You're not going to get the same cut. If he has the same deal with somebody else that he has with Rob Brant, then he's getting 30% of his, 30% of his. Get out of there, right off the top. Bob then takes his 30% from him, 30% from him. Of the total value, dog. Of the total value. They're taking it out all at the same time, dog. It's the same value. When they say Bob gets 30%, he gets 30% of the 100. When that guy gets 30%, he gets 30% of the 100. That's 60% gone right there. Then 11%, then another 11%, back to the same guy that got paid the 30%. So really, the guy that's with the 30% may be getting 44%. They get 44%, Bob Arum gets 30%. That's 74, that's 74 fucking percent. That's 74% gone right there. 74% of the purse gone. Then you got a manager, that's 10, that's 84. Or shit, could be 30. What if the manager, say the manager gets 20, that's 94. You pay a trainer, that's it. You're in debt. You're in debt. You are not fighting, you are in debt. And if they give you an advance, that is debt. And they'll say, I give you an advance on it. Man, come on. Come on. Middlemen. Those are all middlemen. The manager, the promoter. All middlemen. Take up 100% of the money. Leave the young man beat up, penniless. But at the same time, get in the media and brag about his purse and how much money you paid him. Oh, I paid him a $5 million purse. Yeah, the purse was $5 million. Then you charge 30% went to him, 30% went to him. Excuse me, 44% went there, 30% went there, 12% went. Dog, if everybody knows he's a snake, why the fuck y'all keep talking about him? And why the fuck y'all don't never do nothing about it? Y'all bitch and complain about Don King all the way into the ground. I have never heard of Don King running no fucking scam like that. Don King will just say, hey, I'm overcharging you for this. He's not giving away to another promoter 30% of the money. Acting like that promoter don't work for him. Dude, that promoter works for you. Who is he sending all his fighters to? If he sends all his fighters to you and you're paying him all the fees, he works for you. So all you did is get a secondary minion promoter to sign him, to get him, to bait him in, give him a good deal. Oh, he signed. Got him. Oh, he signed. Got him. And then when they get good enough to the next level, you take them for everything before they go up there. So they can never leave Top Rank. Just like I said, there is an article and scholarly article written by the University of Chicago about the economics of a boxing match. And it says just that. Just that. The way for you to be a successful promoter is to pay your fighters less money, not more. Because the more money you pay, the less willing they are to fight hard. They may not take a fight. They may take a year off. You think they want people running around like Jack Dempsey, sitting out 3 years because he's got so much money? Why fight? I got so much money, why fight? I never have to work again. Okay, I'll come out 3 years later and fight. You know what I mean? But anyway, like I said, Damon Smith, why don't fighters, boy, because they get signed? Because it's they're boxers. You have to box. That's boxing. And people tell me not to talk about boxing. That's boxing. It is. And I could trap you in a scheme like that easy. That's not complicated. It's not complicated. It's just Bob Arum has a community. Bob Arum's bigger than Bob Arum says he is. Because he doesn't just run Top Rank. He runs all the other little promoters around him. I wouldn't be surprised if the promoter in Nebraska, he's got regional, local promoters looking for fighters, signing fighters to deals. Little regional guys. But once you transition to the big boy, dog, you need new lawyers. But if you ain't got any money, how are you going to get the lawyer? Right? But once you get the money, you got the money. You got the lawyer. Rob Brant had enough money to get that lawyer. He's getting sued in federal court in Nevada. And it made it to court in Nevada. In Nevada. That's huge. To be accused of that many violations of the Ali Act in Nevada, call your senator is what you need to do. You need to call your senator in Nevada and tell them that you know about this case and you know damn well that this shit goes on all the time. And it would be great if you would enforce the Muhammad Ali Act. Would you mind making an example of Bob? Please, so that people don't think they can just go around doing this. Bob Arum flat out threatened Teofimo Lopez. Bob Arum tried to get Eddie Hearn to collude with him to keep the bid low on Teofimo Lopez. That is Bob Arum, who is a promoter for Teofimo Lopez, colluding against his own fighter. Colluding against his own fighter to drive his value down. Dude, Bob Arum goes to the media constantly driving boxers' value down. I told you he makes his money another way. He's taking his money off the top, straight out of the network. Off the top, through sham fucking promoters, the same shit that he accused Al Heyman of doing, working with sham promoters. Dog, this guy is just a known fucking fraud artist. What fights is he putting on? What major, is he really a promoter? Or are you dealing with a sham promoter, right? So you can act like you really just negotiating with yourself, Bob. You were promoting him from the start under some sham promoter, and now you re-sign him when you negotiate with yourself to a deal that screws them forever. Because I'm telling you, if they decide No, I'm sorry. You keep acting like this guy's a 1099 to you. He's not a 1099, Bob. That's an employer. See, let me tell you something. Just because you sign a deal with somebody and it's a 1099 relationship, right? Or it's a subcontractor relationship, dude, for tax purposes, if they find that you give those guys any instruction on how to do their job, if you treat them in any way, shape, or form like they are an employee for you, for tax purposes, you're an employee. And they don't care what that contract says, because people all the time sign people as 1099s, but they never work for anybody but you. You tell them what time to show up to work. You tell them you tell them where to go, what to do. That's your employee. That's your employer. That's your employee. So, excuse me, we want our taxes. We want our withholdings, because you should have been withholding state income tax, FICA. You should have been providing whatever you needed to do for an employee, you need to be doing for those promoters. And any liability that you have as a result of your employees doing something, you have, including signing them to a contract when they're your employee. I'm telling you. That's why I'm saying, dog, no way. No way. If you are the only major promotional outfit out there that this guy is sending fighters to, or 95% of it is, and you are willing to sign a contract with him and negotiate when you know full well this guy is a fraud, has been probably convicted of fraud, has a terrible reputation, but has worked for you this whole time. That's your employee. So you sign I'm telling you, that's the argument that I would make. And that's why they joined him. They joined him. Like, you're not going to hide behind this promoter, because this promoter negotiated a deal with you. When, honestly, we could easily look at your tax record. We could easily interview this dude, interview you, see exactly what he does for you. And if I determine that he is your employee, that means that Rob Brant had a contract with you. And all you did was renegotiate with yourself and put a ton of debt on him, and then put him under duress to sign it. And guess what? I wonder what cards Rob Brant might have been fighting on when he was still being promoted by Bob Arum. I don't know. Fight cards sponsored, subsidized by Top Rank. If he was fighting on Top Rank cards under a different promoter, no, man. I'm just telling you, no, man. Y'all, it's Bob Arum. It is Bob Arum, and I don't want to hear shit else, man. Hey, man, hit the like button in here. It is Bob Arum, and I don't want to hear shit else. That dude is out here trying to kill fucking boxing and doing shit to fighters that is absolutely perverse. That shit is fucking perverse. No, dude, you don't need a boxers union, dog. You don't. What you need is enforcement of the Muhammad Ali Act, and for the networks not to co-sign this shit. That's ESPN doing this. ESPN and HBO. You can't tell me guys like Ross Greenberg and guys like whoever got other guys running those networks don't know what's going on, dog. Dog, they got ears. They know what's going on. They fired, but once you say something about it, that's what I'm saying. Call your senator, dude. Send a note to your senator and tell him and let him know about this, and let him know that that's what these guys are doing in boxing, and you need enforcement of the Muhammad Ali Act. If you do that, you'll get enforcement of the Muhammad Ali Act. Selective enforcement, that is. Or you could do it a different. Or you could do it a different way and not have a fucking problem. Maybe you do need a union. Because I tell you what a Chicago union would do. Man, if you negotiate a deal like that with my son, dog, let me come home and see some grown-ass man, some lawyer, got my fucking 18-year-old son to sign some shit like that, dog. Nigga, it's a war. It's a fucking war. You are trying to drive my son into bankruptcy and nothing else. You are going to suck the life out of him because you think it's your money. And they are nothing but props that you throw up there. That's it. I wonder where else that money goes from those fighters. Since we're busting niggas out, I wonder who gets some of the money of that 30% taken off the top. I wonder how that money gets spread around and for what purposes. Pound for pound lists, diss videos. No, it goes into the trolls you see on YouTube. It goes into those media fucking idiots that keep putting out all these fucking lies. Why would somebody just keep lying and 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 lying? That same yeah, exactly. That's why you send his ass a note. That same Nevada senator. They ain't giving him that much money, homie. He ain't giving him that much money. No, he's not. No, he is not. No, a PAC might be doing that though. I know the politics on that. Fuck Bob. He's a peon. Ain't nobody standing in front of fucking Bob Arum for no crook shit like that, dog. Please. If they were they would have thrown that shit out and not taken the case. They would have just fucking thrown it out. You would have known about it. They'd have been like, no. All disputes. What would they say? All disputes have to come before the Nevada State Athletic Commission. That's what they would say. They're going to try to challenge the venue and say that it has to go to the Nevada State Athletic Commission. That's their next move. Oh, no, the contract says the Nevada State Athletic Commission does all this. That's why you send a note to the senator and you say, Senator, are you really going to let a violation of the Muhammad Ali Act pass to some committee of political appointees and take it out of a court of law when this man is accusing somebody of something this vicious? And by the way, I don't think he will. They're going to try to settle and pay Rob Brant a lot of money to shut up is what they're going to do. What they're going to do is pay people a lot of fucking money to get out of those fucking contracts. Period. And acknowledge to anybody who is under that same situation. Because Rob Brant's not the only one. So, who else do you have these deals with, Bob? Let them out of the deals, Bob. Give them their money. Those contracts are unconscionable. That you would get that Rob Brant would agree to let his promoter profit off of his loss. Right? Because if Rob ever loses, right? What happens? That promoter keeps the money, keeps on going. Well, what if he gets a fighter that he's promoting and he promotes a fight that's set up with Rob Brant? That means he could get his own fighter to replace Rob Brant by beating Rob Brant, and his money keeps rolling under the terms of the contract with Rob Brant. You need lawyers. You need lawyers. And you need accountants. If you call lawyers and accountants, Bob will fold. Because lawyers and accountants ain't falling for that bully shit. Okay? They're not falling for the bully shit. You're not going to be, hey, tough guy, to no fucking real lawyer, dog. You're not. Okay? You're not going to do it. Because real lawyers know real police. You niggas better get the fuck out that movie shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas ain't scared of Bob Arum. Fuck Bob Arum. Street niggas are scared of Bob Arum. Ain't nobody else fucking scared of Bob Arum. Fuck Bob Arum. He need to pay the motherfucking money is what he needs to do. That shit is fucking ridiculous. Okay? That shit's fucking ridiculous. Pay the fucking money, Bob. Get it, settle, get a man the money. Anybody else you're doing that to, let them out of the contracts or give them their money. ESPN, drop them. ESPN, drop them if they don't. Write Stephen A. Smith. Tell Stephen A. Smith, fuck you, Stephen A. Smith, if you're going to let your network do this shit, okay? ESA, basketball players with your fucking, all your shit on ESPN. You're going to put your face on products that sell products on ESPN while they're paying for Rob Brant to get driven to fucking bankruptcy? Fuck you, LeBron James. Say some shit about that. Don't leave boxers hanging out. They can't do that shit to you. But it's your advertiser dollars that ESPN is using to give to Bob Arum to steal from boxers. I hold you basketball players just as responsible. Just as responsible because you're the source of the money. Because we, black people, watch you on ESPN, Sports Center. We tune in to watch all you niggas bump your lips about politics that you half fucking understand. And Bob Arum got a big contract over there, getting paid off those dollars. How about you take care of sports, nigga? Leave the fucking politics to some fucking political scientists. And you take your black ass and fix other niggas getting robbed in sports. Yes, I can say that. They are not different. They are not different. They are all paid for by fans. No matter how you cut it, your advertiser dollars are based on what you think fans think of you. LeBron James' fan base is primarily black and crossed over to whites. Black people support LeBron James. Black people support Floyd Mayweather. We support Coca-Cola. We support Texaco. We support Apple. We support Dell. We support any bubblegum manufacturer. They are here to entertain us. We are the subject matter of their attention. It's not the other way around. They are out there trying to get our attention. We're not out here trying to get their attention. They're out there on that stage, putting that makeup on, wearing them suits, shooting that ball to get the attention of niggas on the street. So the niggas on the street watch the TV, buy the sodas, buy the gym shoes, and it funnels up like a pyramid to the wealthy at the top, which is not a problem if you fix the problems you know about and keep your lips out of the shit you don't know about. There are 9 areas of human activity, and every one of them are as important as any other one. Any of them. Entertainment is as important as politics. It is important as law. It is important as any education. It is important as any one of them because it is what attracts your attention. It holds your attention. It defines your reality. We seek communication, and that's what entertainment is. And it is ripe for psychological warfare. Ripe for psychological warfare. Ripe for economic exploitation. Ripe for it. So I pay attention to boxing because I don't have to pay attention to what's going on in Syria. I can pay attention to what's going on to Bob and show you the exact same shit that's going on in Syria. It's a monad. It's a monad. Same as above, same as below. It is a product of your conception. And your same conception runs through all 9 areas of human activity. So if you know sports, dig into sports. Why not? You understand it. You know where the crooks are. You know what it's like when you're a little amateur. You know everything about it. So why don't you focus on that and grow from that? This is a racial issue. This is a justice issue. As important as anything else. It is economic assassination. It is an economic assassination. When you drive a man into poverty on a wheel of his own desire. I want to be a boxer. I want to be a boxer. I want to be a boxer. I want to be a champion. I want to be a champion. All the while going broke. Willing to take any fight. Willing to fight anybody. Going broke. Killing the sport. To the benefit of boxing. To the benefit of the other sports, I guess. I guess you ain't got to compete against no boxers being known real well. Is why we can talk about all kind of other injustices. If y'all getting thieved like that too, maybe you should use that as a platform. Dumbass, everything is a half-truth, dummy. Everything is a half-truth. All truths are a half-truth. All of them. Can you give me some truth that is not a half-truth? You can't. You know why? Same as above, so as below. There is a spiritual component to everything that manifests physically. Consequently, there is the physical truth, and then there is the spiritual truth. All truths are half-truths. Dumbass. Goodbye. Probably one of them bozos. That's the truth. The half-truth. The truth that I conceive. Now you conceive your own. And when you conceive your own, debate me. Debate me. And if you can have anybody convinced After I get done with you, no need to talk about it. It won't happen. Man, my heart ain't even pumping. Aries Newman, it ain't even pumping. I'm good, man. I'm not hyped up. I'm having fun. Because when I saw that yesterday, I knew that that's what I was going to talk about today. Because that type of thing will swing right by people. And I'm very, very serious about that. Very, very serious about that. If I went to talk to LeBron James, I'm very serious. I know what he would know better than I. He would understand sports business better than I would at a level because he's engaged in it on a day-to-day basis and has been so for decades. Well, LeBron has not been as somebody that has worked with the police, right? And knows the mentality of the police. There are police officers that are former police officers that are working to fix these problems, that understand these problems. And I'm telling you, their opinions differ greatly from what celebrities throw around. Celebrities throw around a lot of ideas that are just dumb. They get thrown into the middle of public discourse only because the person is famous, not because of the value of his thought. And that's the truth. And they're more than willing to put an 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid, stick a mic in his face and ask what he thinks about world politics, but won't ask him what he thinks about the manager that's robbing him blind. You know about the managers robbing these other people blind. Why don't you guys take over the sport of boxing? Why don't you focus on taking over the sport of boxing? You got kids, send them to law school. Trust me. Send your kids to law school. Send your wife to law school. You got the money if they ain't taking it all from you. If they ain't taking every penny from you. Delta 8, my man. He said, right, because money works in the physical, but money don't get you into the gates. Nope. Definitely does not. Money is a representation of love. That's what money is. Money is that's all that is. Money is love. That's what that is supposed to represent. The love between human beings. Because what else of value can you really give but love? We express our love through money. We love money. Money is the main vehicle by which we express love. I want to buy my mama a house. I'm going to buy my mama a mink coat. I love myself. I'm going to get myself a manicure. Right? That's beautification, but still, people associate that you need money to get that. Right? If you don't do it for yourself. Money is supposed to mean love. Which makes, if you take that definition, you'll understand why capitalism is repulsive. But people don't see that as what it is. They say the love of money. No, it's not the love of money that is the root of all evil. It's that you don't know how to express love without money. That is the root of all evil. Once you learn how to express love without money, you will love for yourself without money, love of other people without money. Think about it. You have a lot less need for money. You only need money for your bare necessities. Once you master how to love people without money. I love people by giving away money, or at least things that will get you money, because I know that's the concept of money. That's what it is. It's love. And that is a natural thing. And they do what? They attach a symbol to it, and then they manipulate it and pull you everywhere with it. So that's why I said symbology is important to understand. That it shows you what you think, not what somebody else thinks. Get out of here, dude. You're a fucking bum. Get out. Never seen you before. Suck a dick till you hiccup. Okay? Suck a dick up till you hiccup. Oh, it's way more than two guys just punching each other. So as above, so is below. When a boxer fights, his family fights. His neighborhood is there. There's so many people that are enriched by it. So when you steal all the money from the fighter, you're stealing all the money from that fighter's community. That's all money that Rob Brant cannot go use to go back to his community and invest. But at the same time, he's a world champion with a shiny belt, so he's got to act like he's got it when he ain't got it. So he goes in debt. And they replay it over and over and over and over again, like a record, like a circle, the never-ending circle of poverty, which is what? Neo-colonialism. Neo-colonialism within the sport of boxing. Kwame Nkrumah is the person that is, I guess, coined the phrase neo-colonialism. When colonialists originally came over, it was a physical colonialism where they were there with guns hanging them over you, right? But now it's not that anymore, right? It changed to a new colonialism. So what is the new colonialism? The new colonialism is an economic colonialism, one where you have a bunch of consumers. You take out all the raw material from their land, but they're just consumers. So you own all the land, you own all of the raw materials, you take all the raw materials off the land, you make products and then sell them back to the people that you paid to work the land. So you as the guy it's the victim, the colonialized, work every day to get them money that you then spend right back with them on the products that you're building. It's like I buy a Coca-Cola to drink at work. I'm working at a Coca-Cola plant. My paycheck goes right back to Coca-Cola. Right? But they don't give me the Coca-Cola deal, which means I can take it out because I work here and I get it at cost. No, they're going to sell me the Coca-Cola at an exorbitant price. Cost them $5 to make it. That's how much they spent. But they're selling it back into the community at $100. That's your alchemy. That's your alchemy. Profiteering, alchemy, turning a base material into gold, transmuting it. So is above, so is below. They talk about it in all that literal gold, but no, it's not just literal gold, it's economic, and that is gold. And if they can change your work into a ton of gold for them by selling your work back to you at an exaggerated prices, that's the spin wheel. That's a spin wheel, and you're on it. But they don't sit, but that's what I'm saying. If you dig deep enough into your own sport, you'll see the spin wheel. But if you spend your time going to talk about a bunch of shit you don't understand and you don't dig deep enough into it, you won't see it. I'm telling you, it's the macrocosm and the microcosm. If you have they're not changing the way they're stealing. They're not changing the way they're lying. They're not doing it. All they're doing is using it here and using it there and using it here and using it there. That's the monad. You set a archetype, which is a monad, then you take that archetype and you plug it in everywhere else. That's how they get you. And that's why you can see everything that you can see in football, you'll see in boxing. I don't even have to go into football. All I got to do is look at boxing. If I want to understand the politics of China, I swear to God, look at boxing. You will find your way to it because it is, in essence, human behavior. And human behavior starts with the seed and grows to the tree. But the tree is not but the seed. And the seed not but the tree that you can put in your pocket and plant somewhere else. These are things you see in your life. You can literally pick up a stack of rocks, throw it in the middle of the street, think, and solve all kind of problems. Because you'll see all kind of different geometric forms. And you'll know what those geometric forms represent to you on your physical level because of what they represent on a spiritual. And it'll be because that's a knowledge that you have within yourself. I'm telling you. Sorry for the explosion on it, but when I see something that gross, it just tells me, okay, what does that mean for everything else? What does that one thing mean? What does that one thing mean as it expands? I'm telling you, think. Not think and grow rich. Think and get better at thinking. But at a certain point in time, dude, I'm telling you, you'll catch these dudes. This shit is not complicated. Sorry, man. Sorry. Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah, talk boxing. This is all boxing, dog. No, that's not true. Political scientists don't do shit but use a bunch of big words to describe a problem. No, that is what political writers do. What political scientists do is plot the downfall of empires. That is what political scientists, they plot the downfall of empires. They plot the rise of empires and the fall of empires. That's their job. Their job is to work on politics like a doctor. It's a science, right? So that means what? It's predictable and repeatable. What is predictable and repeatable about science? That depends on what is predictable and repeatable about politics. The political frameworks that you set in place. How do you set in place political frameworks? Through military and legislative action. Military, legislative, humanitarian, sports, all of that. Because politics is what people do every day. It's the relations between human beings on a world level, in totality, and in microcosm. You can look at it in microcosm. It's typically associated with government, but it's much greater than government. Politics involves all areas of human activity. Notice in Neely Fuller Jr.'s explanation of the 9 areas of human activity, he didn't include politics. Because all of those shits roll up into politics. All of it. He might as well have just said politics. But what he did is he broke it down into entertainment, education, what is it? Labor, law, politics, religion, sex, war, entertainment, education, some other shit like that. Maybe he has 9 divisions, all of which roll up into politics and are politics. Because it's the politics of education, the politics of entertainment, the politics of sex, the politics of war, the politics of all of those things. C. Jones said all forms of entertainment are a psychological operation. All forms of everything are a psychological operation. C. Jones. All forms of everything are a psychological operation. Not just entertainment. Because you have to perceive to participate in anything. Perception supersedes anything. If you're dead, you can't proceed. You can't perceive, so you can't proceed. Right? If you can't perceive, you can't proceed. That's why they say kill him. He won't perceive of anything. And they won't perceive of him. So eliminate the perception. Right? You can't proceed. So everything, all nature is mental. Everything is mental. Everything. Anything that you touch, think about, experience, all of it is mental because that's the only way that you perceive of anything is through your mind. And that's just a fact. Fact. Said, did I do this again? Man, god dang, this thing sucks. You know what I'm saying? This shit sucks. Exactly. I say your perception is your reality. It absolutely is. Your perception is your reality. Hey, man, get the likes up, man. Get the likes at 300. I know, dog, I got to talk every day, so I got to talk about shit. I got to connect everything with boxing. What's going on, Richard Hill? Want to say what's up to you, man? What's going on, Noop? You know what I'm saying? Shh. What y'all know about that? Shh. They made me say shh. So I say shit. I'm explaining the whole motherfucking thing, nigga. But I'll never tell you Phi Nu Pi. Bro, because you know, you don't know Phi Nu Pi, nigga. You ain't about that Phi Nu Pi, nigga. You gotta go, nigga. You know what it is? Martin, then Muhammad Ali should have just talked about boxing. No, let me correct. He knew religion. Let me help you, Fahim. Muhammad Ali was more religious than he was a boxer. Muhammad Ali was a religious expert. Carried a Bible all around the place when he was in high school. Devoutly religious from I understand, birth. His decision not to go to over there didn't have anything to do with them going to war. He said, if Vietnam ain't called me, nigga, it's against my religion. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad says I can't. And then he talked about black people, and he's black. Now, see, if you talking about the suffering of black people, get to talking. Because like you said, you got to have standing, homie. I'm saying you got to have standing. If you talking about science, if you trying to explain something about heart surgery, nigga, be a heart surgeon. If you talking about being oppressed as a black man, shit, anybody can talk. Let me hear what you got to say. You black, I believe you. If you're black, I believe you. Okay? I'm going to verify, but I believe you. I got into a back and forth yesterday on Twitter, right? About that, some shit. I was like, well, yeah, whatever, nigga. Like, seriously, y'all come with me some racism. I want to see hardcore racism, dog. I'm telling you right now. I don't want to see no pussy-anty racism. No pussy-anty racism for me, dog. For real. If a white dude steps on your fucking toe, smack him in his fucking mouth and keep it moving. It's like, seriously, dog. I grew up with so many racists. It's like, dude, either you're going to punch him in your fucking mouth and keep it moving or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, punch him in the face or not. If they on some dumb shit, nigga, correct it. For real. They on some bullshit, correct it. You know what I liked about that shit? They walked on that dude's house. I like that. That sergeant that they said was a white supremacist, the next day they looked like there were 700 people standing in front of his house like, nigga, I'm on your lawn. Nigga, I'm on your lawn. I like that shit. That's the type of shit I'm talking about. Why the nigga, let me tell you, if I had my druthers and I was in Chicago, there wouldn't be no need for you to put that shit on no motherfucking national TV. In fact, you saving the nigga by putting it on TV. All we got to do is march on that nigga. And I don't mean with no signs. I mean march on that nigga. March on that nigga. Just march. You ain't got to have no violence. You ain't got to beat him up, nothing. Show up with 700 people in red shirts and say, hey, man, what's up? Why you push the kid? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Don't make us come back. and walk the fuck back. He will never push no fucking body again. He will be the politest motherfucker ever. Can I get you a cup of coffee? Would you like some fucking lemonade? While I escort you to where you going. You seem like your leg hurts. Do you need a ride? You seem like you're sweating. Do you need my bike? That's what this ass will do the next time he sees you. Nigga, no joke. Bob Heron would never steal from another motherfucker again if 900 black men walked up to him and was like, look, dog, we at your office. We want to know about this Rob Brant shit. All you need is about 900. And no violence. None. No violence, no signs, no violence, no signs, no nothing. No threats, no nothing. No anger. Bring a cup of coffee with you. Ask him if he wants some coffee. Bring him some donuts. That nigga's gonna let him out of that contract. Easy. No violence. Just conversation. All I want to do is talk. Me and these 1,000 niggas. What? You ever heard of a flash mob? Nigga, we gonna do a flash mob. At Top Rank. Flash mob, everybody standing around and they just take off their top shirt and wearing red. Nigga, what up? Bob Arum is protected by niggas. Let me tell you. What's wrong with signs? Why carry one? So that you can get arrested for having an illegal protest? As soon as you pick up a sign, it's a protest. You need a license. Dog. Bob is protected by niggas. Okay? That's it. Bob is protected by niggas. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. He's protected by black people. Yes, he is. His bump up men, his beat you up niggas are niggas. They will move. Nigga, move. Like that. Nigga, move. Now, like I said, Bob, what we talking about here, dog? You have to let him out that contract and give him that money back. Otherwise, we're gonna have to we're gonna have to push for a federal Muhammad Ali Act. And I got 1,000 niggas here and a petition. Yes, they're gang members. Yes, they are gang members. We believe in anti-recidivism acting, and we believe boxing. We believe boxing is a key to reducing recidivism. These prisoners like to box. They like to fight. They're aggressive people. Dude, the police can't say anything about that. All you're doing is walking in single file line. Oh, I don't even know that nigga behind me. I'm walking over here. Would you like my ID, officer? No, this is not a formal organization. No. It's not formal. Thank you. All minorities. Could be whatever. Especially, yeah. Get you a whole bunch of, I already told you. Get some Italians. Get some Irish. Get some Mexicans. And get a whole bunch of niggas. And it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Wrap it up, nigga, and move it on. Wrap it up, move it on, dog. I'm telling you. Fannon, Texas working on carry guns without a permit. Did you hear about that? No, but hey, I love it. I love it. Love it. I'm telling you, man. Y'all ain't got to beat nobody up. Just walk over there. That's all you got to do. No drama. No nonsense. Just walk over there and do something. Don't let nobody organize you. Don't let nobody organize you. No head of it, no way. Who's the leader? Nobody. There ain't no leader. We want to know. If we do what you call us, do what they describe, they'll call us Antifa. Knock it out. Antifa it is. You can call me anything you want to call me. Just answer the question. Because you know what it says on my license? It says U.S. citizen. Citizen of Kansas, which makes me a citizen of the United States. You can call me anything you want. I'm here because I'm a boxing fan and I heard you ripping fighters off. And we're going to tell you straight to your face, I'm a boxing fan and I pay for these fights. Your fights suck. If you don't fix it, we're going to go walk up on ESPN. We'll walk up on the house. We'll walk up on the house. The house of the head of ESPN. No worries. Our 1,000 will now go straight to, let me see, what's his name? Head of ESPN. Sports. No, programming. Who's the head of ESPN programming? His name is Burke Magnus. Burke Magnus was named ESPN's Executive Vice President, Programming and Original Content in November 2020 after previously serving as Executive Vice President, Programming, Acquisitions, and Scheduling since 2015. The man's name is Burke Magnus. So all you got to do, exactly, they already called me nigger. What's one more name? None. Nothing. It's nothing. Calling me a name is nothing. But walking up to Burke Magnus and acting why he is participating in this scheme with advertiser dollars featuring black athletes, I want to know why. Why, Burke? Burke. Burke. Why you paying for this, Burke? Why you paying for this, Burke? Come on, man. Get the likes over 300, man. Executive Vice President of Program. Yeah, write him an email. Write him an email. Write him a bunch of emails. Attach the court case and push on them to drop Top Rank. Push on them to get rid of Top Rank. Not difficult. Your senators and Burke Mangus. Your senator, not somebody else's senator, your senator. If you live in the state of Alabama, write your senators in the state of Alabama. Your 2 senators. Write them. That's 100 senators. That's 100 senators. 100 senators and the executive vice president are the head of programming for ESPN. And CC, watch this. Every letter you send, CC Burke Magnus. CC Burke Magnus. CC him. CC him. And then CC to A. And on the same note, CC Top Rank. Got that? Send a note to your senators. CC Burke Magnus of ESPN, and CC Top Rank. Bob will fold. If you live in Texas, send it to your Texas senator and ask them to enforce the Muhammad Ali Act and to support a senatorial equivalent. CC the White House. CC the White House. CC Barack Obama. CC him. Every note that goes to that senator goes to Barack Obama, Top Rank, and ESPN. Fannon know my name. This is a good guy chat. Plus he's smart. Oh, it's definitely a good guy chat. It's definitely a good old boy chat. But that's how you do it. You do it like that, man. If you do it like that, what can they do? Really? They're going to have to address it. It's going to be political, and they're going to fold because they're going to want out of that. So they're going to settle with Rob Brant quickly. Quickly. We don't want this. This is what you call bad publicity. Bad publicity on Top Rank will kill him. That's it. Neely said, we'll send mine now. Exactly. Do that. And he will fold. Because they don't want bad public relations. That's not a legal issue. That's a public relations issue. And their ratings already suck. So why would they stick with a guy whose ratings suck, who is clearly siphoning off money and stealing from fighters with using fraud and coercion? Fraud and coercion. What's the coercion? Because you know what the fraud is. The coercion is sticking it in his face and saying he got 5 minutes to sign it or they're taking it off the table. Even though he was clear that he wanted the negotiations to go through him. We're getting to it, Fahim. But yeah, man, I definitely know Terrell Cameron, for sure. So anyway, hit me with boxing questions, because I think I killed that issue. I don't think you can stomp on that issue any harder than that one. You know what I mean? It's absolutely ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous that this guy would try to pull that shit off, man. And people would support him and are going to continue to support him. Are going to continue to say, oh, Bob Arum. Yeah, Bob Arum said, oh, yeah, but Bob Arum said the contract expired. Oh, Bob Arum said, Terrence Crawford isn't going to get out of this contract, for the rest of his life. I now know why he's not going to get out that contract for the rest of his life. His ass is in debt. Woo-wee. Or he got out of debt with his last contract. That's probably more like it, dog. I don't know. Does Regis fight today? Oh, I can't wait for the fights. They got good fights today. Damn. Liam, who is fighting? Williams? What's his name? Demetrius Andrade is fighting some guy named Williams. I know that. And somebody else has, what's the other fight going on today, man? Hold on one second. I'm bugging. Just look it up at Boxing Scene. They got a reliable schedule. They got a reliable schedule. BoxingScene.com. Give me 1 second. Yeah, fuck, it's not coming up. Who's the other guy fighting? Oh, on the Jake Paul. Oh, they're fighting? Jake Paul and that's sad. Yeah, man, hit the like, man. Come on, man. Give me over 300, man. I wouldn't say that he's in debt. He's probably not. He's been fighting with him a long time, and he got a new contract. Exactly, man. Fuck Jake Paul, dude. And that's what comes up when you look for boxing. Jake Paul. Like, sometimes I just put boxing in Google to see what comes up, and it's all about guys that ain't even boxers, man. It's all about guys that ain't even boxers, man. Hey, but look, man, I'm gonna wrap this one up. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be definitely more heavy on the actual in-the-ring boxing. But I want to thank every one of you guys for coming out today. Thank you guys so much, man. Look for the videos that come up later today. And with that, I'm about to oh, yeah. Tony Harrison is fighting. That's what I was looking for. Tony Harrison is fighting that the Italian guy, Perella. Perella. Yeah, that's fights today. That's the one I'm looking forward to. I was like, damn, I know there's one I'm really looking forward to. Spence fought Danny Garcia after the accident. Thurman took off 4 years, not all at once due to injuries and surgeries. Why are some people acting like Spence owns Thurman or something? I don't think that he acts like he's Thurman him, that he owns him. I think that Spence is acting like he's about to own 3 of them belts. And that's what it is, man. But anyway, man, let me get up out of here. Much love to everybody in the chat and everybody in the super chat. With that, I'm out. Peace.